Adriana approached with forced composure, her expression a mix of lingering annoyance and begrudging respect. "Sophia," she greeted stiffly, masking her displeasure with a polite facade. Sophia met her gaze with a calm demeanor, her smirk softening into a subtle smile. "Adriana," she replied casually, crossing her arms as if expecting an explanation. "How dare you? That necklace was supposed to be mine." Sophia raised an eyebrow, her smirk deepening as she folded her arms casually. "Oh, was it?" she replied coolly, her tone laced with amusement. "Yes, it was," Adriana continued, her hands gesturing emphatically. "I had my eye on it from the moment I walked in. You knew how much it meant to me." Sophia's smile turned into a knowing grin. "Well, Adriana, you know how auctions work. It's not personal. It's business." Adriana's eyes blazed with fury. "Business?" "This was about more than business," she retorted, her voice cracking with frustration. "You always have to ruin everything for me, don't you?" Sophia leaned casually against her car, unfazed by Adriana's outburst. "Adriana, it's not my fault you couldn't outbid me," she replied calmly, enjoying the spectacle. Adriana's face flushed with anger, her fists clenching at her sides. "You think you're so clever, don't you?" she seethed, her voice trembling with suppressed rage. "One day, Sophia, you'll get what's coming to you. That necklace wasn't my taste anyway." Ariana added, flipping her hair with her hands. Sophia knew she was lying and wanted to make her more angry. "You mean this necklace wasn't all that important to you?" Sophia said coolly, her tone casual as she dangled the jewel by its chain. She then placed it on the ground and stepped on it with her heels, a mischievous glint in her eyes. "This was the least expensive piece of jewelry I own." Adriana's eyes widened in disbelief, her anger momentarily replaced by astonishment. Sophia's bold display of disregard for the necklace's value left her speechless. "You see, Adriana," Sophia continued, her voice now carrying a hint of condescension, "sometimes it's not about the price tag, it's about knowing how to appreciate true value." Adriana clenched her fists, her face turning red with a mixture of fury and humiliation. Before she could respond, Sophia gave her a dismissive smile. As Sophia prepared to leave, Adriana approached her with a mix of frustration and anger still evident on her face. Sophia turned to face her stepsister calmly, knowing she had the upper hand after winning the auction. "Oh, and before I go," Sophia said with a cool, composed tone, "remember, Adriana, class and elegance aren't something you can buy." She paused, her eyes locking with Adriana's. "There's something you earn, and I must tell you this, Adriana. You're never, ever going to earn it. I'll see you around, Adriana. Oh, before I forget, say hi to Victoria for me. Tell her I send my regards." Sophia called over her shoulder with a wink, her voice dripped with satisfaction as she closed her car door, leaning on Adriana fuming on the sidewalk. As she drove home, Sophia couldn't help but chuckle to herself. Drama with Adriana was always quite entertaining, and tonight was an especially delightful episode. "Honestly," she mused aloud, shaking her head in amusement, the look on Adriana's face was priceless. She really thought she could waltz in and snag that necklace without a fight. Bless her heart, she's clueless. Sophia glanced at her reflection in the rearview mirror, her eyes gleaming with satisfaction. Class and elegance, Adriana. Two things you can't just buy off the shelf. Maybe one day she'll figure it out, but probably not. She laughed, the sound fitting the car. "Oh, Adriana, You do make these events so much livelier. Cheap ladies like you deserve beer in the sewage. She mimicked Adriana's earlier rage, adopting an exaggerated, mock-serious tone. Seriously? If there were an Olympic event for being hilariously out of touch, she'd take the gold. Every single time. The city lights blurred past as she continued her self-dialogues, finding humour in the absurdity of the evening, and that moment when she made Michael keep bidding. Priceless. I almost felt sorry for him. Almost. As she pulled into her driveway and turned off the engine, Sophia's smile broadened. Stepping out of the car, she was ready to leave the night's theatrics behind. She opened the front door to her home, and instantly, the lively sound of her children's laughter filled the air. "Mama!" the twins, Finn and Quinn, exclaimed in unison as they ran to greet her. Their faces lit up with joy. Sophia bent down to embrace them, feeling a wave of warmth and contentment wash over her. "Hey, my loves," she said, hugging them tightly. "Did you have a good evening?" Finn, his eyes sparkling with excitement, nodded enthusiastically. "We played hide and seek, and Quinn couldn't find me for ages. I was hiding in the best spot ever behind the big chair in the study." Quinn pouted playfully. "It wasn't fair, Mama. Finn always finds the best hiding places. But I got him back during our game of tag. I was the fastest." Sophia laughed, ruffling Quinn's hair. "Well, it sounds like you both had a lot of fun. Did you watch a movie too?" Quinn's face lit up. "Yes, we watched The Adventures of Super Finn and Quinn. It's our favorite." Finn wanted to watch Space Explorers, but I convinced him otherwise. Finn grinned. Quinn promised we'd watch Space Explorers tomorrow, and we made popcorn. "There's still some left for you, Mama. We saved the best pieces." Sophia's heart swelled with love. "Thank you, my sweethearts. How about we all cuddle up, and you can tell me more about your evening?" The twins eagerly led her to the living room, their excited chatter filling the house. As they settled on the couch, with Finn on one side and Quinn on the other, Sophia felt a profound sense of peace and joy. "So tell me more," she said, wrapping her arms around them. "What was your favorite part of the movie?" Quinn leaned in, her eyes wide with enthusiasm. "Mama, there was this part where Super Quinn used her super strength to lift a giant boulder and save Finn from the evil robots. It was so cool." Finn nodded eagerly, and then Super Finn flew up into space to stop the asteroid from hitting Earth. "He was so brave, just like you, Mama." Sophia smiled, feeling a mix of pride and warmth. "Well, it sounds like Super Finn and Quinn had quite an adventure." "I'm so glad you enjoyed it." Quinn giggled. "Ma, can we be superheroes like them? We could save the world together." Finn chimed in, his eyes shining with excitement. "Yeah, we could have superpowers and fight bad guys and go on amazing adventures." Sophia hugged them tightly, her heart full. "You know what? You two are already my superheroes. Every day with you is an adventure, and I couldn't be prouder of my brave, wonderful kids." The twins beamed, snuggling closer to their mother. As they continued to share stories and laughter, Sophia realized that no matter the drama or challenges she faced outside, moments like these were what truly mattered. The love and happiness of her children were the ultimate treasures, far more valuable than any necklace or rivalry.